Welcome to this episode of Kennedy Saves the World. You are about to get so happy because I have an actual race car driver in the studio. Natalie Decker is here. It's happy hour. Here it's Coke and Red Stag, which is Cherry Beam.
This looks incredible.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then Whole Foods gummy candies on top. They're healthy with no artificial colors.
Incredible.
Yes. So, when did you start racing? You had to have been a tiny baby because you come from like a massive racing family.
I do.
Which is the coolest thing in the world.
My dad raced snowmobiles with all of his brothers, dirt bikes, cars, everything. Jet skis. He raced like literally everything.
That's awesome.
So I grew up
That's
loving
like Kyle
motorsports.
Larson. I feel like Kyle Larson
Yes.
races everything.
Yes. So I just grew up in the motorsports industry and I fell in love with it. And I started racing at age 9. I wanted to even earlier. At 4 years old, I was asking my dad, I'm like, can I race a go-kart? I want to race a go-kart. I want to be a race car driver. And so it took me a couple years to convince him to finally get me the go-kart.
And what is the progression? So you start on a cart, and then what do you progress to? And were you racing in a car before you had your driver's license?
I was.
That's amazing.
And wait, before we even get into the progression on how it all works, I started racing full-size stock cars at age 12, and the night before my race, I didn't know how to drive stick shift.
You're not a tall person, so when you were 12, were you like short round where you were taping bricks to your feet
Literally.
to reach the pedals?
Yes.
Did you have to have modified pedals? With
Yes, modified everything.
Racing platforms?
Yeah, like they literally would build bricks onto the pedals so I could reach them. And I did
awesome.
not know how to drive stick shift. So the night before my race, my dad...
I don't know a lot of 12-year-olds that do.
Right? My dad is teaching me in this Jeep in the campground parking lot, and I'm like stalling it. It's like moving like this. I'm like, this is embarrassing. I don't know what I'm doing. And he's like, you'll figure it out. Once you get on the track, you'll be just fine.
So did you figure it out?
I did. I
Was
figured
it
it out.
something like necessity and fear just worked together and you're like,
Yeah.
I have no choice?
The adrenaline kicked in. I'm like, I got this.
That's amazing. So when was your first win?
That year in that car, in that full-size stock car, I won many go-kart races and
Yeah.
championships. But when I moved into the full-size stock car, I raced like a 4-cylinder. We still have it.
Oh.
And I won later that season at the first track that I ever raced
What makes you a dangerous racer? From your
Dangerous.
competitor's perspective, when they're like, oh, here she is. Oh, no.
You know, I feel like growing up in the sport, I was always like the silent one where they were like, you never knew. And when I was coming, they were like, oh, she's late in the race, she's going to be fast.
Yeah.
So I'm like, at the beginning, you know, I'm like slow and steady,
You're like
I'm just going to wait it out. And then
Yeah.
at the end, I was always really fast. So then I would get them right at the end.
And what's the key?
Patience.
Like, is it your core? Like, is it hydration? Is it electrolytes?
It's all of it. Everything you're saying and more. So I would say to make sure you're like physically ready for the race. Yeah. Working out, hydration, like what you put in your body is very important.
Okay.
But you know, cheers.
And we
because
also have
this
to
also,
celebrate.
yeah, you need it. But when you're on the track, every driver is different mentally. Okay. Some have patience, some are aggressive, some are angry. And sometimes you cycle through all of those emotions through one race.
Who's your favorite NASCAR driver?
My favorite NASCAR driver was Kurt Busch. He no longer races.
Yep.
So right now I've been rooting for Denny Hamlin.
I love Denny Hamlin.
I love it.
And I met him once and he was so cool.
He's amazing.
And then I started watching because my sexy teenage boyfriend is a NASCAR fanatic. Like, he loves NASCAR so much. So for his birthday this year, I got him like 40 laps on whichever track he wants.
Fun.
Yeah, so he loves driving. He loves NASCAR. So we met Denny Hamlin at the first F1 Las Vegas race, and no one knew the NASCAR drivers. So we talked to Kyle Busch and I want to say Dale Jarrett, and just met all these people, and none of the F1 fans knew who they were. So all these NASCAR guys would walk around. No one was bothering them. So we got to talk to Denny for a little while. And after watching the NASCAR series on Netflix, I'm like, I love Denny Hamlin. And whenever he's like, I beat your favorite driver, I want to see him again and be like, you never beat my favorite driver because you are my favorite driver.
Yes.
That's
I love
awesome.
it. Yeah.
And does he give you tips?
I've only talked to him a few times,
Okay.
but anytime that I get to talk with someone that I really look up to, they always have the best advice.
Yeah. What do they say?
They give you, like, I was talking to Jeff Gordon once, and I was, like, road racing a lot, and my arm was getting bruised. And I'm like, what can I do to help that? Because, like, he has millions of laps and so many different things. Yeah. And, like, simple things like that. Oh, like, tape your hand this way, and, like, you won't get it bruised. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like that, I'm like talking to him and he's just like helping me something so simple that's going to change my race so tremendously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because I feel like, and having this explained to me by my delightful partner, NASCAR racers, and I would obviously include you in that, because you've grown up around snowmobiles and around trucks and carts
all
and
of
stock cars and all of it. Like F1 drivers would never race on another circuit.
I know, and I want them to so bad. Wouldn't that be so fun?
Yes. Wouldn't it be amazing to see like
them come into our
Fernando
world.
Alonso come and race NASCAR for a little while?
They need to make that happen because so many people want to see that.
Like Kyle Larson will race the Indy 500.
He'll race
and then
anything.
Try and fly to a NASCAR race, and try and win both races. He'll race trucks. Like he's like, it's like, what does he do in the grocery store? Is he racing shopping carts?
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
And I say all the time, like anyone in the NASCAR industry that's driving, they'll race anything. If they're given the opportunity to do it, they're saying yes.
Don't go anywhere. More Kennedy Saves the World right after this.
Are there difficult drivers who are a pain?
Yeah, there's some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them are a little crazy.
Yeah. You have to be going that fast.
Yeah, we're all a little crazy.
And, it's like rubbing is racing.
Yeah, exactly.
So how has being a mom, because your baby Levi is the cutest infant I've ever seen.
Thank
he
you.
needs to be like in a
little
tiny
model.
baby modeling campaign.
That's what we've been saying.
He's a cherub. He's adorable. Like you can tell even though he was sleeping when I met him, you can tell he's a mellow baby. You and your husband are obviously like such great hands-on parents. I love that you're all here together. How has that changed your racing?
It's been my dream to have a family and be at the racetrack. That's how I grew up. And growing up that way, I'm like, this is what I want for my family.
Yeah.
And my parents have supported me and still support me to this day so much. And it's so incredible. And if I can do that for Levi and show him like, mommy can do anything. Look at daddy races too, like all these things. And just support him and show him the love that I experienced. I just know he's going to love racing like I did and like my husband does, because that's how we grew up, and I want him to have that so bad. So we bring him everywhere.
Yeah.
He's a great traveler. He is a very calm baby. That's on my husband. My husband's like calm, and I'm like, let's go. We are complete opposites.
That's funny because it must make you totally different drivers.
Oh yeah, completely different. And I'm usually pretty calm, but when things start getting heated, it's like hard to bring me back. I'm like, no, let's go. Like, who's that guy that wrecked me? I need to find him after the race and talk to him.
Have you ever gotten a fight after? Like, that's the other thing I love about NASCAR is the drivers will fight each other.
Yes.
Like, they will go up to each other. They will push each other. Like, sometimes it comes to blows. You don't see that in, like, ew, F1. And I love F1. Like, don't get me wrong. I love it. I love watching that sport. But they're all fancy lads. Have you ever gotten in a fight with someone after a race?
2.
Really?
One of them, they are now my best friends, and I'm going to their wedding in October.
That's amazing. I love it. Was it a guy or a girl?
A guy wrecked me, and they're our best friends in the motorsports industry.
That's awesome. That makes me very happy. Who was it?
His name's Travis Braden. He works at Hendrick Motorsports now.
That's so cool.
So, yeah, they're incredible people, and it was, like, meant to be. And then this other guy that I was racing, all season long, and he's, like, we've been getting into it for weeks now. And finally I had my last straw, and I took his hat off, and I threw it after I saw him in the pits. I was so mad at him. Now we're cool, too. Like,
that's good.
We don't, like, hang out every weekend, but he's
I think
pretty
it's
cool.
healthier because drivers blow off steam. What did Connor Zilic do wrong that he broke his collarbone? Because you've obviously seen that footage of him like standing up, victorious, so excited, and he lost his balance. He kind of looks a little goofy.
Yeah, and I was just watching a podcast that he was on talking about it, and he was like, I'm so embarrassed. And I'm like, it looked wild.
Yeah.
And my husband and I were talking about it. We're like, why do all of the drivers celebrate with their window net coming out of their car? Because that's slippery. Like, every driver, when you win and you're going to stand on your car, put your window net inside.
Yeah.
Because that's why his foot got caught in
I mean, how long is he going to be out now?
Oh, I don't know. Hopefully not long.
Yeah, I mean, collarbones heal pretty fast, but that's painful.
That's very painful.
As soon as he fell, we were watching that, and I was like, I bet he snapped his collarbone and has a concussion.
Yeah, and I think his head came back everything good. So
Yeah,
I think
thank
it's just the
God he didn't have a concussion.
He went down hard.
Yeah, but I knew he broke that collarbone. I was like, oh, mercy, that's like a little tiny bone. Doesn't matter how big and beefy you are. All right, so you have a big announcement. What is your exciting news?
I will be racing at the Daytona 500, or not 500. I wish. Yeah. I'll be racing at Daytona, and it's in the Wawa 250, and my car is Wawa.
Awesome.
And it's going to be incredible because Levi has, he's been here for 6 months now, and he's only seen his dad race. So that's what everyone's asking me, like, what are you excited about? What are you excited about?
Is he going to have little tiny headphones?
Yes, he has them already. Oh. And I'm just so incredibly thankful that I have this opportunity to bring my son to the track and have him see me do what I love.
That is truly the best thing you can do, because you do everything as a family, and role modeling for your kids and showing them that you can pour your life into something and lift all of you up and make your family even closer. And you can, even though when they get to be teenagers they won't admit it, you will be your kid's hero.
I'm hoping so. My parents are like my best friends, and they do everything with us. Like, we're with each other all the time. But there was a time when I was a teenager where I was like not wanting to hang out with them.
Of course.
But it came full circle all around. I'm like, now I want to spend every day with them.
That's the best. And I can speak on behalf of your parents.
They're here.
When your kids come back, it's like, and now that they have a grandchild, who's also going to be a champion,
hopefully,
God willing.
My mom said, she's like, having babies was great, but grandbabies, and I'm like,
because it's like all the love. It's like she sees your face in his, and it's just like pure love, because you've lived after you've had kids, and it's like the worry that you have as new parents, like it's not there, because you see your kids come back and you're like, it's all gonna be okay. That's why grandparents are awesome. I don't want any grandkids anytime soon.
Okay,
I've got 16 and 20.
Not soon.
No, I don't. I'm not trying to tempt fate. But it is
in the future.
Yes, exactly. It's such an inspiring story. I'm going to be rooting for you. I will be screaming, and I want you. What are you going to say when you win?
Oh, I have so many
Denny's
things.
Line.
I have so many things. They're just so inappropriate, and I need to reel it in.
Tell me one of the inappropriate things.
I want to be like, to all the haters, you can kiss my perfect butt.
You have to. You absolutely have to.
Because there's so many of them, and I tell my husband that all the time. I'm like, I just need to be myself, and that's who I am at home.
No.
I'm just this fun little blonde that likes to go fast. I want to be a mommy. I want to do all
Grab
things.
the bull by the horns.
Exactly.
This era of your life is fantastic. Enjoy every moment of it. And go out there and be dangerous and be competitive and make your competitors sad.
I love that.
Yeah. I can't wait to see them cry. I can't wait to see you celebrate. Natalie Decker, it is so nice to meet you.
Thank you. It was so wonderful meeting you. Thank you for having me. Cheers.
Anytime. Cheers to you. Cheers to racing. And cheers to winning at life. This has been Kennedy Saves the World, along with Natalie Decker. I'm Kennedy.
Listen ad-free with a Fox News Podcast Plus subscription on Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Prime members can listen to this show ad-free on the Amazon Music app. Oh, go ahead and leave me a review while you're there. I'd love to hear what you have to say. You've been listening to Kennedy Saves the World on the Fox News Podcast Network.